Okay. Hey ladies, it's Shelby, and I want to do a little video for my leaders today. I want to talk specifically to those of you who are in leadership on this team. I have 9 attributes of a leader that I want to talk to you about today, and I want to ask you to really, let's get real with ourselves. I'm getting real with myself, and I'm asking you to do the same about where you are and in these things, where you can grow. And listen, give yourself a pat on the back of the things that you're doing well as well. Okay, so let's listen to the 9 effective leaders, things that an effective leader has. Excuse me. Number 1, they are a great example. They're always the strongest. As a leader, if you can be the one who gets the highest PRS on your team, you should be the one who is booking the most parties, recruiting the most people. A leader is someone who is putting themselves out there and is running and going in a direction that other people can follow. So a great leader has to be a great example. They have to be the strongest on their team. Number 2 is humility. Even though you are the strongest, you don't have to act like you are or come across as if you are. Always be willing to praise others who are doing a better job than you, or maybe have a better idea about something than you do. Always be humble about who you are and be a servant leader. Be willing to help no matter what you need to do. Number 3, have spiritual strength. That means that you're going to be positive, that you're going to be doing personal development, that you are constantly trying to grow as a person. And it also means that you're going to have a positive attitude, a positive outlook, positive thinking, positive habits, and making positive efforts. I realize that the back orders that we have and those kind of things bumps in along the way with this business, it can be frustrating. Trust me, I know. But you should be the one who is the most positive on your team, the one who can see beyond whatever bumps we may have in the road and be able to cast a vision for those under you about better days that are ahead. Here's what happens when you are the most positive and when you are working on personal development so that you become the most spiritually strong person on your team. You will have wisdom to be able to lead your team. You're going to have direction and know what you need to do in situations with your presenters under you who need some help and some guidance. And you're going to have enthusiastic responses from others. People are attracted to people who are positive. That's just the way it is. And so, they say misery loves company, and while that may be true for a little while, it doesn't last very long. And you're going to lose your team if you can't be positive and be the most positive, spiritually strong person on your team. And that's why I do personal development every single day. Increasing in knowledge. I watch YouTube videos every single day, 15 minutes minimum every day. I'm watching other leaders. I am watching how to do parties, how to recruit. I am learning what I need to learn to make this business successful. Loyal. You need to be loyal to Younique. You need to be loyal to the makeup brand products. You need to be loyal to your team. That means you don't just run off and leave them. You don't just leave them hanging. That you recognize that you have a responsibility to them and you let them know, I'm there for you, thick or thin. I'm working this business right alongside of you, and I'm doing whatever is necessary to make sure that you are a success. Not just to grow my business, but show them that you're loyal to them and you're committed to helping them to grow a business. They need to know that they can count on you to be there and that you are working with them. Number 6, unity. You need to be able to unify your team. You need to be able to encourage connections. If you see someone that's weak in an area, connect them with somebody that's strong in that area on your team. Build camaraderie among each other. As women, I think a little bit of competition is healthy. I need that. I get motivated by that, but we don't need to allow it to cause division. And if you see some drama happening, you take care of it. You step in as the leader and you make sure you do what you can to make sure that the relationships among your team members are solid. Number 7, love and expression of confidence. Always praise and encourage. Do you love your team members? Do you love those who are under you? If you do, then you're not going to let them just fall behind. You're not going to fall down as a leader or walk away and not look back. If you genuinely love them, then you're going to invest what needs to be invested in them as individuals, in their business, and you're going to invest in yourself as well as a leader to be committed and loyal to them to help them by leading them. Number 8, delegate wisely. Realize when you have potential leaders under you and let them take responsibility in some areas. I have to work on this, ladies. I have to really work on this. Y'all know this. I have a tendency to do things myself rather than asking other people to do it. John 14:12 is a scripture that I'm really meditating on right now, and it's where Jesus said, "The works that I do, you'll do, and even greater works because I go to the Father." And what I'm realizing is that the great works he did, I'm doing, but I also need to be willing to duplicate that in others and pass it down to them. And that's why I'm doing these videos. And I'm really trying to step up the training that I'm doing with Team Glamorous because I want you to rise to the top as a leader as well on the team. So number 9, praise, recognition, and thanks. When somebody on your team does something that you've asked them to do, praise them. Thank them for doing a job well done. Thank them for doing what you've asked them to do. Recognize those who are putting themselves out there and stretching themselves, and be willing to acknowledge those on your team, top to bottom. The go-getters, the ones who are having the PRS that's way out there, and the ones who have just got their first sale. Whatever it is, make sure you're praising and you're thanking and you're showing encouragement, because people need that shout out. They need that encouragement. Incentives. I know that not everybody can afford to do incentives, but you can go to the Dollar Tree and get a little something, a card, a handwritten card, notes to your team, whatever, but make sure that you're acknowledging. So those are the 9 qualities of an effective leader. I'm going to go over them quickly again with you. 1, be an example, be the strongest, be a leader, be running, ladies. Number 2, humility. Even though you're the strongest and you may be running the fastest, don't ever make your team feel like that you feel like you're uppity. Number 3, spiritual strength. Make sure you're positive. You've got a positive vision, a positive attitude. You're developing positive habits among your team. 4, increasing knowledge. Be growing yourself personally and as a leader. Grow your business. Learn skills. Find new things to teach your team. Don't just wait on me or Brooklyn or Kai to hand you information, but go out and find it for yourself. Number 5, be loyal to your team. Don't leave them behind. Don't just disconnect and shut down. They need you. You are their leader. They're looking to you. Number 6, unity. Make sure you're incorporating unity among your team and encouraging relationships. Love and expression of confidence. Make sure that you're investing in building relationships, getting to know the people on your team so you can learn to love them, learn who they are so that you can love the things about them. Number 8, delegate wisely. Find your leaders, let them take the helm and do some things. And number 9, praise, recognition, and thanks. Make sure you're doing all of those things as well. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened at the end of that video. I went to edit it and realized that it completely cut the ending off. So I just want to say, ladies, I believe that those 9 qualities of an effective leader are on the inside of every one of you. And I want to thank you for being awesome leaders for this team. I have heard from many of your team members who are excited about what Younique has to offer and who really want to take their business to the next level. And so I have committed that I'm going to pour into you as leaders so that you can be confident in your leadership of your teams and be able to help them to duplicate what's being done by those at the top so that they can reach their goals with Younique as well. So let me know if there's anything in particular that you want to know about that you'd like for me to do a video on or work with you one-on-one on. Make sure that you're mapping your teams. That's so important that every month you are mapping for your teams. And if you have difficulty with that, let me know. I'd be glad to do it for you. Okay, ladies, I'm going to let you go on that, and we'll have some more training later. Love y'all. Bye.